it's time to do some loft improvement, I think. This is the new one which I've shown you making. I've shown you the steps of making. 6 by 12, and it's been a joy for the last few months, but I have made some mistakes on construction, and it's only when you come to use a loft, I guess, that you kind of realise what you want. The other problem with putting the door in the middle of the side was I've got these rather high aviaries because I've got dogs in the garden often, so I wanted to keep the birds well out of reach of the dogs so they wouldn't get pestered. But it's just about the right height as you come out the door to catch your noggin on the corner here, so that wasn't a great design either. You end up sort of ducking under it. If you're picking something up off the floor here, you have to watch your head as you're straightening up, so that's not great. And of course, with the door in the middle, it really restricts the length of my aviary. I've got all this wasted section in the middle, which I could do with improving the design on that. There's a few things that, so I mean, basically need to re-site the door down to this end here. I'm going to pop it on the corner here. I'm going to use the first metre, I think, or so, just over a metre, 1.2 maybe, as an entrance lobby, so I can get into the loft without the birds making a bolt for the door, because they've learned to do that. As soon as I open up, they're rushing out. And then I can use the back side of the divided area as I come in. This area here I can use as store, which is a better place for it really. I need more storage. I can't believe, you know, I didn't have any storage in my first loft at all. It was all in tubs and buckets outside underneath the loft. But once you've got into it, it's amazing how much crap you accumulate. So, you know, feed and scrapers and medication and rings and all the rest of it. It'd be nice to have them in a store area so I can actually get to them without you know, opening doors onto the birds and things like that. So there's some revisions needing to go on. Today I've just finished doing a bit of levelling up of the garden because the dogs have been excavating it, so I've had to patch that up a bit. Today the project is really to get some power to the shed, to the loft. So I've been down the hardware store yesterday and picked up a waterproof double socket and some cold rated cable, and I'll have to put that on down here so I can use it for garden items, leaf blowers and things like that, and that'll do me for a temporary fix. I'm well aware that you shouldn't just run normal electrical cable down your garden as a permanent solution, but it'll do for a few months. I've got a lot of building work going on with the house, which is why the whole place looks like a building site. So as part of that electrical spec, I've arranged for an armoured cable to come off the end building there, off the outbuilding, down the back of the garden, and we'll replace the temporary run with an armoured cable in due course. But you know, for now I'm going to pop it on, and we'll get some power to the loft and get a light in the loft, and that'll be great in the winter. And I've got some projects that are going to need some electric, so you know, the first step